podcast show on Tuesday, and you said that you were waiting for marriage to be intimate with a new partner, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
But you had been in the past. So you said you're not a virgin, right?
Correct.
Okay. So do you think it's going to be difficult to find a partner that's going to be willing to wait?
No, because if we are chasing the same path of, we're pursuing God, which is ultimately my goal, and if he's pursuing God, then he's going to have the same feelings towards that. And ultimately, I want to find a man of faith who is chasing purity. And in order to have that purity, you're chasing God. So it goes hand in hand with two of those.
And I mean, Chase is sort of similar to you in this sense, in that, I mean, Chase, if you want to share.
Yeah, I've been saving myself for my future wife for the past 2 years. Same thing, not going to sleep with, my future partner before we get married. Going to try my absolute best not to, at least.
Yeah, see, there's people out there that do that.
It's rare though here in California.
California, yeah.
know. Yeah.
And but you also, Chase, you're not a virgin.
Correct. Yeah.
Do you regret not being a virgin?
Honestly, I don't really. I mean, it's a sin, and I'm grateful for Jesus's forgiveness of those sins. I'll regret it if the woman that I want to marry is I won't marry somebody who's not a virgin. Then I'll regret it. But,
sure.
I mean, I haven't slept with a lot of women relative to guys our age. My number's under 10, but
Mm-hmm.
but I know my way around a woman's body, and in that sense, I don't regret it.
Word. Okay. Got it. I guess my whole question with that is that can you really, and I guess this is a question to both of you, can you really, since you haven't maintained your virtue, is that
virginity?
Your virginity. My question is why wait now? Since you've already crossed that threshold, does that make sense? Why? I'm not criticizing you guys, but I'm just curious, why wait since you've already crossed the threshold?
I'll start. I'm sure she has a different answer, but that's once I got serious about my walk with God, I realized, first off, by not continuing to fornicate, that's something that I could do to honor him. And second, that's something that I can save for my future wife. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And I want to save that for my future wife, because for me, when I have sex with a woman that I love, I form a very deep bond to her, and I don't want to form those bonds with women that I'm not going to make my wife. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I can feel that within me still from previous partners, and I don't want that,
Okay.
Yeah, ultimately the reason we're doing it is to honor God, and sex outside of marriage, it's ultimately sin. Sex in marriage, that is what God intended for it to be. And to experience that type of sex with your husband who you've committed yourself to, it is going to be such a strong bond versus somebody I've just been dating for a few weeks. I don't know if I'll be with them for the rest of my life. There's just not that intimacy that you're going to find in your marriage. And ultimately, that's what I want in my future husband and for us when we get married. So until then, I am focusing on my work, myself. There's no need to partake in any sexual activity outside of the marriage. And if I'm dating somebody, we're going to set boundaries together. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to establish, what's okay, what's not okay, and how to approach it. But ultimately, we'll go to God about it, and he'll guide us through it. So that's how I feel on it.
Cheers to that. It's a good
Cheers.
answer.
So I want to, just on this note, and then we will continue along the panel with the previous question. You guys heard all that. Has it made you want to wait until marriage, Hensley? To
Absolutely.
have sex the next time?
I think that convinced me.
You're convinced?
Oh, yeah.
Cap.